There's something that people don't like talking about, and that is death. Death, the one thing that people don't like talking about, and especially as regards once you're gone, how will your family survive? How will your spouse, how will your children move on? A lot of people have not done something called estate planning. This is where you determine what you have, where is it located, is it legally in documents that can be transferred or are in your name, and if you pass, if God wills that you go and join Him in heaven, are your children going to suffer because your affairs are not in order? A lot of people have not had the opportunity to put their things in order because either it is not a priority, two, they are afraid of talking about death and estate because they are afraid that people will start thinking about what they have before they die. They start worrying about many other things. But I would encourage you to do some estate planning because by doing so, you keep your family from a lot of wrangles. You keep your family informed so that all your properties and all your investments are in one place and are accessible to your family. You're able to even determine who gets what, when, how, because that will ensure that all your dependents are taken care of. A lot of people, especially in an African settings, don't talk about children that they have gotten out of marriage, children that they are taking care of, family, and other people who are dependent on them. They give money, but they have not disclosed this information to their families. It is important that in estate planning you're able to disclose all these things because once you pass, there are much more people who might suffer beyond you. Maybe you support orphans, maybe you support widows and widowers, maybe you support certain causes. Have you been able to put all this together and communicated the same to your family, to a lawyer? Have you done a will, a living will, an estate? Have you done something as regards to how your wealth will be appropriated upon your death? Have you left your family in a problem as regards to sharing your wealth or your debts, as opposed to keeping them in a place where your death will only be a bump and the transition after will only be smoother? I hope that you plan for your wealth and your estate in advance because you're going to reduce a lot of costs that come with estate administration, where there's legal battles, there's legal issues, this and that. They have to be appointed, a court appointed estate administrator, and all these things who incur costs on behalf of your estate. But once you have something that is set up beforehand, you're able to distribute your wealth, your resources upon your death without any issues. You earn a pension. Where is your pension going to go? Does your family know you have a pension in an employer you left 10 years ago? They still have your pension. Are they going to transfer the same to your family? Does your wife know how to run the business that is going? Because selling off assets in a business may be less profitable than running the business. Is your spouse able to take care of the business once you are gone? These are the things that people need to talk about. Sit down with your spouse, sit down with your mature children, or children who can be able to understand and explain everything, because once you explain everything, you're able to reduce so many problems that comes upon death and upon settlement and succession of property, assets, losses, and all these things. It is important to be truthful. It is important to disclose all these things because they will affect you whether you think about it or not. So take time, plan about it, talk to your lawyer, talk to your family, have a close down meeting with them and square out any possible issues that may be, whether you are dying now or in 10 years to come. Thank you and enjoy your day.